everybody, welcome back. So I thought it would be cool to hop on here and talk a little bit about classic plastic and show you what I brought home for kits, because this time it's actually all car kits. As you can tell from watching the other videos, we had a blast at this year's Classic Plastic show. I got to hang out with friends that I haven't seen for quite a while and meet some new ones. That was really cool. A lot of people came up to me and said thank you for doing the videos and all the things. And to that, I want to say to you guys, no, thank you. Really, that's why I do it. It's fun, and knowing that there's a small group of you guys out there that really enjoy my content, that's what keeps me going, and it makes me very happy. So thank you. I had a few people thank me this weekend, and that felt really good. Met some new friends. We got Model Car Madness from Rhode Island. Got a shop card and some stickers from this gentleman. He had some amazing builds on the table, and most of them, actually I think maybe all of them, lit up. And I told him that I wanted to talk to him about that, because I have some ideas. So hopefully him and I will be able to get together to discuss that stuff. Just had a great time. I don't know what to say other than that's what it's all about. Hanging out with friends, having fun, talking to people, looking at models. I'll be honest, I put my models on the table and didn't pay attention to them the rest of the day, but pretty close. I was looking at everybody else's stuff, helping with, Heather working the table and helping with questions about the show, club stuff like that. Walked around the vendors a little bit. I had four magazine slips on builds, and I really only got two of them photographed. I ran out of time, and I was, I don't know. It was just, the whole day was a blast. I did bring home one award. My MCV pulling tractor brought home a second place in shelf models competition. So we did bring that home. But I'm going to be honest with you, hanging out, talking to people, looking at all the really cool builds that were there, was way better than any award. I believe I got a chip. I haven't unpacked anything. This is Wednesday, and I haven't unpacked anything. I think the only thing I unpacked was the tractor, so I could send a picture to Matthew. But I do believe, let me look and see which box it's in. It's in this box. I got a chip. Oh my goodness. So the orange You Choose Roadrunner had a chip next to it. And I picked it up and tossed it underneath the model when I packed it. Oh, there it is. So I got this really cool chip from Mike's Mods and Customs next to the Roadrunner. So that's awesome. Thank you, Mike. This is the first time I've gotten a chip from him. So that's really cool too. And then, like I said, I bought some stuff. Not much, but I bought some stuff. And it's all cars. So the first thing I want to show you guys is a club member, Dana. He had a few kits there for sale, and he was selling these for $15 each. So I picked up a 30 Ford. These are all still sealed. This was still sealed. They're all still sealed, really. $15 for this kit. That's a steal. You can never have too many of these. So thank you, Dana, if you're watching this. I'm not sure if you do or not. And I was walking around and saw my buddy Mike and picked up the newest release of the Tamiya Prelude. That's a cool kit. This builds into a stock Prelude, but you can add wheels and tires and change the stance of this really quickly and turn this into a very cool build. So that's awesome to have. Then I found this. I really, really like these kits because they're 1/25th scale. It's an AMT Ertl, Newman Haas, Kmart, Lola T8800. 1/25th scale IndyCar. To me, it makes a beautiful 1/20th scale IndyCar kit. The 1/20th, it just throws me all off. I don't like it. Anyway, very much looking forward to putting this together. This is cool. So I have this one, and then I have another 1/25th scale IndyCar, the Krakow one, the yellow and blue, buried in there. But this is really cool. I like a white race car, and that is a very pretty car on there. So looking forward to that. And then last but not least, I was taking Heather and I, actually, after she worked the desk and she got some lunch, she got up and she wanted to, she's like, can we take a walk around? I haven't been able to see anything. So of course, right, her and I took a few minutes by ourselves and we walked around. Then we walked around the vendors, and I spotted this kit and I was like, it's been years since I built one, and I don't have one in the stash. And the vendor, he approached me and he said, pay no attention to those prices. We can knock those down. Those are silly prices anyway. I said, okay, cool. So we walked around the whole vendor area, and then I said, all right, let's go back and see what he wants for that kit. And it was priced for $40. When I called him on it, he's like, $40 is a good deal, you know that. And I'm like, here we go. He says, how about 35? And I was like, I had just told Heather on the way over there, I was like, I don't want to pay more than 30 for that kit. And he's like, 35. And I went, and Heather was like, just do it. I was like, oh, okay. I guess we're paying 35. So for this, we got the Revell Stonewoods and Cook Willys. I haven't built one of these in a very, very, very long time, and I did not have one in the stash. So this is a really nice kit. It's still sealed. I'm hoping that the decals are good, but if they're not, there are aftermarket decals available for this car, so that's always great. So we grab that, and that's what we got. That's basically, we had a great time at the show. You guys saw the videos. Little bit of hardware. Always fun to bring home something, hear your name called. That's always great. The show was stacked with stuff. Let me just tell you. Beautiful, beautiful builds. If you're at a show, a model car show, okay, for myself, and you've got Tim Ryan, Jody Doyle, Rick Hanmore, Vince Labasco, to name just a few, Nick Aravides, Paul Paradise. All these builders are like top tier on this side of the country, right? When you've got guys like that putting builds on the table, dude, I was like ecstatic to just get this. So that was really cool. And that's it. We're caught up, right? We have one more show this fall. I'm going to do my best to make it to. That's Granite Con in 2 weeks. That is on a Sunday. The Saturday before that, I have something I have to do. I'm hoping I'm not too tired. I've got to drive a few hours up into northern Maine for something that cannot be skipped or missed or anything like that. So I'm hoping I'm not too beat. I'm going to do my best to make it to that show. And that'll be the last one until April. So there you have it. I'm gonna spend the rest of the weekend putting stuff back. I need to take all these out of the boxes. I need to clean them. I need to put them in their cases to reset myself. I need to find homes for all of these models that I've got stacked up. I've got models sitting everywhere that aren't in the stash. I need to figure out a way to squeeze those into the stash. I gave away a handful of models to Justin this weekend, doubles, things like that. And I almost brought home the same amount that I gave away, which was silly because I gave those away not only so that he could have them, but there were ulterior motives. I needed space, and then I just about filled up that space again. So it is what it is, right? You guys will see me on the Sunday Live this week. It'll be a full crew, normal cast of characters, and then most likely Mikey will be left holding the bag again for the weekend after, unless I decide I don't go to that show. But we'll see. That time will tell. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I really appreciate each and every one of you, especially you guys local that came up to me and thanked me for making my videos. Again, thank you for supporting me. That's why I do this. Check out everybody I've linked in the description of the video. You know, they're going to appreciate it more than I do. And I'll see you on the next one. We'll see what that entails because I'm starting a tank. I do have a couple of car projects that I could also start or continue. But I'm starting a tank this week. So we'll see how that goes. Until next time, guys. Thanks, and I'll see you later.